Chris Severino points his thumbs up to his officials ahead of this game. And it's a slightly delayed kickoff, and away we go here at the GR. Mulbarton kicking off, kicking from left to right as we view. The last time these two sides met, Mulbarton came out on top in a 5-4 thriller. Plenty more of the same entertainment, please. Throw in on this near side. Bromby fails to keep it in. Mulbarton comes on this near side with Danny Emmington. Clears away to Lewis Cowie, but he can only pass it to a Mulbarton teammate, and Lewis Elson comes to collect, and it's offside. I believe that will be Cruz Enyadevo. For March, they'll be looking to get their first win in the Eastern Counties League Premier Division for the first time in 5 games. And they could well be on the road there with Jack Friend. His attempt is cleared, only to Sam Garner, who regains possession for March. Back to Emmington, who goes all the way back to standing goalkeeper Lewis Elson. Elson boasts the likes of Step 3 outfit Peterborough Sports on the CV, and is also a Peterborough United Academy product. But his kick fails to come to anything, and Scott Thompson gathers for Mulbarton. Kicks long, just over the head of Brumby, but Emmington is there to cover and kicks away down the left hand side towards the path of Jack Friend, but he fails to keep it in. It's in a Mulbarton throw in. In comes the throw. Emmington wins it over the top of Danny Beaumont. Emmington wins. And Craig Gillies on the ball for the first time, tries to link up with Jack Friend, bursts inside the 18-yard box, beats his man, just tries to chip it over Scott Thompson in the Mulbarton goal, and it looks like it came off the goalkeeper's hand and onto the crossbar, and away it goes for a March corner, first corner of the game. Just the start March needed, really, considering that their opponents could well leap into third place today if results go their way. But March will look to rewrite the script here with Danny Emmington on this near side. Takes the corner, near post, cleared away by Mulbarton. And here's Lewis Cowie. Back to Emmington. Takes a touch, curls it into the 18-yard box. Headed away, only to the path of Jack Friend on the right hand side. Comes in, crosses left footed. Craig Gillies! Narrowly wide of that left hand post. To applause from the Marchtown supporters early on here. March will look to improve their record against the current top 5 teams in the division. The current record against those sides stands at playing 8 games, winning only once and losing the remaining 7. As Dean Miller wins the ball back from Ben Jones. Mulbarton regain it on the far side. And it's Jones that wins it back. And tries to win a corner from Miller, but fails to do so. And the referee gives a throw in March's favour. Surprising. There's Garner to take. Long throw in towards Green, but he can only skew out of play. Garner wins the header. Pushing the back on Scott Callahan it seems, and the referee gives a free kick in March's favour. Around 5 yards or so from the edge of the March penalty area. It's Elson to take it as he looks to launch another March attack early on here at the GER, where it remains Marchtown 0, Mulbarton Wanderers 0. Elson to take into the path of Gillies, headed away, back to Callahan, then hacked away again, only to Emmington, who passes to Garner. Garner tries to pick a pass towards Josh Burrows. Brumby is in support, but Burrows fails to keep it in play, and it's a Mulbarton throw in. Slightly wasted opportunity there. It looked as if March would execute the cross into the penalty area to try and test the Mulbarton defence in the air, but cannot do so. Enyadezo, but Miller wins it and retrieves it back to Elson, who hunts it up clear towards Jack Friend, headed away by Charlie Mayhew, I believe, and Mulbarton look to start an attack of their own in midfield with Jones, but he can only pass it back to Elson. Now here's Brumby. Now Miller. To Garner. Garner into Cowie. Now Jack Friend on the right hand side of the penalty box. Tries to beat a man but fails to do so. Cleared away by Mulbarton. But Friend retrieves it on the edge of the penalty box. Tries his best, right foot, left foot, and forces James Page to clear away to a teammate in the form of Dom Doggett. Miller against Enyadezo, and Miller wins that battle.
Carry left shoulder. Carry.
Now coming.
Hold. Tighter.
Easy rubbish. Yeah.
Good. Is that good? Yeah.
Free kick awarded. Central position inside the March half. Barton looking for the early one. Danny Self on the left hand side. Cross coming in to the back post to find Danny Beaumont, but nobody home, and it's easy pickings for March. Gillies wins the header on to Jack Friend. Thompson makes a loud call for the ball and wins it. It goes. Hooks it forward. Brumby wins it again for March. Now Callahan, into the air it goes. Headed away by Mulbarton, only to Friend. Now Gillies takes a touch, lofts it over to Jack Friend. It's headed on. Friend against Thompson, chips it over. Lead off the line by Dom Doggett from Mulbarton. Neat interlinking player between top scorers for March this season, Gillies and Friend. And it's Friend who nearly bagged himself another goal this season. His 26th in all competitions. But for Dom Doggett, who creates a corner for March. It's Friend to take, whips it in, back post it goes to Callahan. Hacks it away though. Now cleared away by Mulbarton. Now here's Enyadezo. Tries to turn Garner, but Garner wins that and finds Cowie on the right side. March in their groove. Cowie beats one man, tries to step onto his left foot, instead finds Gillies, left hand side of the penalty box. Now Gillies into Burrows. March trying to measure the next attack. Callahan, now Emmington, back out to Garner. Garner looking for the long ball. Nobody home. And Mulbarton can relax. Clearest chance of the game so far, but it remains Marchtown 0, Mulbarton Wanderers 0. Big header by Miller, only towards Page. Can only find March goalkeeper Elson. Takes his time. Mulbarton prepare for another goal kick towards Gillies. He wins the header, but he's adjudged to have fouled his man. Free kick to Mulbarton. But they take it quickly. Here is Kieran Smith towards Enyadezo. Miller wins that and hacks away to this near side. Smith to take the throw in. Thrown on this near side by Smith. Emmington wins the header. Page to Burrows. Hooked away into the air. Bromby mistimes his jump with Enyadezo, who wins it, but he gives away the throw in. Emmington, long ball over to Friend, who's on the run, on the shoulder of the man. But Thompson claims easily. Neat idea by Emmington there to find his teammate. The ball was just too powerful. But Mulbarton give it away to Burrows in the midfield. Good tackle there by Page, only to Craig Gillies, who finds Brumby on this left hand side. He then finds Burrows. Burrows holds off defender, now Gillies playing deep, looking for Friend. Thompson claims again. And now it's Doggett, the man who prevented March from most likely going 1-0 up in this game. March give away a foul. That's a free kick to Mulbarton inside their own half. Long by Thompson. Brumby does well to get there first before Danny Beaumont. Long throw in from Mulbarton in towards Enyadezo. Cross in. Elsom claims with ease and looks to start a March counter attack with Friend on the right side up against Doggett. Looking for the inside, looking for Burrows. Header away by Smith in the nick of time, and it's a Marchtown corner to the praise of March boss Ash Taylor down in the dugout. Contrasting mood from the March boss compared to the team's last home game here against Norwich United, which was a 3-1 defeat. But he's hoping to go better this time as March round off their home league campaign here in front of a healthy crowd here at the GR. Here's Emmington with the corner, whips it in right-footed, headed away at the near post, only to Friend, edge side, launches a strike, but over it goes. Comfortable for Thompson. Goal kick for Mulbarton. Miller heads it under pressure from Enudezo. Nearly wins the ball back from Mulbarton, but he can't, and now it's Burrows. Burrows loops it over towards Gillies, but headed on by Mayhew, and then Thompson can only hook away for a throw in for March. Remington prepares to launch one of his customary long throw-ins. Here it comes. Emmington, long throw in towards Gillies, sandwiched by a few, and there's Green! Smacks the post, Friend! And it's in! An audacious strike from Sam Green from the Emmington throw in, hits the inside of the post. Friend is there to head into the net. Thompson rooted to the spot, and we play 17 minutes here at the GR. And it's just what Marchtown need, and what they deserve in fact. It's Marchtown 1, Mulbarton Wanderers 0.
What minute was that? I know, what minute was that? Just under 17.
Mulbarton looking for a quick response here as they go in on the attack. Here's Jones, one-on-one with Emmington. Emmington stands his ground. Jones has nowhere to go, only back towards Smith. Now Smith again. Hooked, clear by Page. Emmington wins the header. Page again, in towards Enudezo. Headed away by Miller. On the volley! By Ian Fansett, but over it goes into the scaffold end. The sarcastic cheers from those March supporters behind the goal. Well, Barton's first real effort on goal so far in this first half. But the intent is there that they want to go and respond as quick as possible. March have got to be wary of that counter-attack from Mulbarton. Gillies wins the header onto Friend, off the shoulder. Nearly gets there, but Thompson wins it in front of him. Now Doggett on the left-hand side of Mulbarton. I think a teammate fails to do so, and it's Callahan. He loses the ball now. Back into Mulbarton territory. Friend tries to cause pressure, does so. Cowie is eased off the ball, but the referee gives a foul against Mulbarton. Friend stepping over this set piece with Danny Emmington. His friend looks to add to 26 goals in all competitions this season, but it's Emmington to take. Whipped in towards Gillies, headed up into the air, over it goes for a Marchtown corner. Promising stuff for the home side. Friend to take, left-footed, curls in, near post, Cleared away by Doggett, back to Friend, who gets himself back onside. There's Green again. Fails to retain possession, now Mulbarton have it. How he moves it back. Neat step over, back into Green. Hooks it right-footed in towards Dean Miller. And his header goes wide of the mark. Here's Thompson towards this near side, but it's heading out of play. Burrows back to Brumby, right-footed on his left-hand side, headed away towards Green. Now Burrows again under pressure from Danny Beaumont into Gillies, packed away by Mulbarton. You just can't seem to settle at the moment here at the GER. March putting them under pressure. And a different showing from March compared to the showing that they produced against Fakenham in North Norfolk. As Emmington launches another long throw in, and it comes into the penalty box towards Gillies, headed away in towards Green, looking for another spectacular effort. Doesn't do so this time. Feeds in Garner. Garner then comes to Friend. Pass and move with Jack Friend. Takes a touch, left-footed. Superb save from Thompson. One-handed, palmed away for a corner ball, but Friend was close there. He did very well with trickery to get beyond his man. Unleashes a shot towards the far corner, and Thompson is equal to it. It's another corner for March. Emmington to take. Near post. Goes all the way to the back post where Gillies is. Looks like come off his hand, but the referee is not obliged. It's a goal kick. He takes it quickly to Charlie Mayhew. Looking for Enya Daisy. My apologies. Headed away. Now into Burrows. Emmington heads it in to Green in midfield, but he's dispossessed. Now Jones, under pressure from Callahan. Here's Beaumont. Won by Garner. Back. Martin gains possession. Friend holds off the challenge, does well to retain the ball, and opens himself up. And he looks to burst into the Mulbarton half. Here he comes. Loses possession. Then Yadezo collects the ball in the March half. Under pressure from Emmington, pushes the striker to the ground, and it's a Mulbarton free kick. Mulbarton missing their two top scorers in the league in their starting 11 this afternoon, Ben Thompson and Timmy Henry, who is on the bench this afternoon. Free kick from Mulbarton, but it heads comfortably over. Lewis Elson's bar from Beaumont. Elson to take towards Gillies, wins the header towards Friend, looking to beat Smith to the ball, does so very well, back to Cowie on this left hand side, looking for a teammate and finds Brumby. Brumby left footed, cross blocked and hacked away by Mulbarton. It's been a common theme this half for the visitors. Miller wins the header. Just about beats Beaumont, and now Emmington. Smith. Beaumont. Tries to keep it in, but doesn't. Brumby. Headed on. Some head tennis going on in the midfield at the moment until a foul is given in the way of Mulbarton. Sam Green being called over by referee Chris Severino. No booking there. Mulbarton, who have just 3 men behind the ball now, looking for first half equaliser. In comes the ball, in all the way to the back post. Miller does, I think it's Garner in fact, who does well at the near post to clear away. I think it was a Beaumont effort from the free kick from Danny Self, and it's the corner to Mulbarton on that far side. Mulbarton trying to click into gear that's seen them rise into 4th spot, having been promoted with March last season from 1st Division North. So in comes the corner. Nobody home. March weren't too sure how to deal with that, but quite lucky in the fact they just let it bounce out of play. It's comfortable. Gillies. Back to Smith. Brombury wins that with ease. Now Green. He has a few yards of space, but plays in Cowie, left footed. 1 step, 2 step inside. Beaton though wins back the ball for March. Now Burrows, edge of the 18-yard box, looking for Brumby, but he's eased off the ball and prevents the goal kick right next to the corner flag there. Beaumont, fine in Yadevo, who sprints on left-hand side, one-on-one with Garner. Striker holds the ball, does well to retain possession, but it's given away, and March fails to retain possession. Mulbarton gunning for a 9th away league victory this afternoon. But they face some stern opposition so far as March look to climb up the league table, and they're doing a good job so far. Here's Emmington. Trying to find Gillies on the left side, does so, but he's adjudged to have handballed. It's a goal kick. getting a talking to by the referee for some possible dissent after that decision was, in his opinion, the wrong one. Garner wins it from Yadezo. Friend worked hard so far this first half. Up against Doggett. Finds Cowie. Cuts inside into his left foot. Headed away. Back only to Brumby. He's looking for the cross in towards Sam Green. But nobody home.
Get together! Let it go in! Let it go in! Joe, get closer!
March look to pick up another league victory this afternoon. In fact, win today and that'll be their 11th here at the GR in the Eastern Counties Premier Division. There's a long way to go yet until they can achieve that trial. Mulbarton look to attack the March and regain possession in midfield with Burrows looking for a teammate. Now Green looking to switch ball to Brumby, intercepted by Fansit. Elson, ball back to Green. Neat turn on the right side. Can he keep it in? He can. He can. Right footed crossing towards Craig Gillies. Header! Goal for Marchtown. Fantastic cross from Sam Green there. Into the path of Craig Gillies, who beats his man to the ball, gets in front of him. Thompson no chance as Gillies heads into the top corner. And in the 33rd minute, it's Marchtown 2, Mulbarton Wanderers 0. Green has played his part in the first 2 March goals this afternoon. First goal seeing an effort smash against the post for Friend to nod in. And this time he gets an assist with a superb pinpoint cross to Gillies, who bursts into the penalty area and heads in to the top corner. March have a 2-goal cushion. Mulbarton in desperate need of a response now. The 2 top scorers for March getting on the score sheet yet again. But a free kick is given in a dangerous position, around 25 yards or so from goal. Free kick on that far side to be taken by Danny Beaumont. In it comes, right footed, and then Yadezo punched away by Elton. Far out in towards Jack Friend on this near side. And blocked by Cowie. And away it goes for a throw. Smith take on this near side, throwing. Jones. Back, but the ball's already gone out of play and it's a goal kick for March. Elson. Marchtown well and truly have their tails up here. They look for a strong end to an impressive return to Step 5 football. So Emmington. Throw in it comes in towards Gillies again, tries to flick on again, but Mulbarton win this time and they hack away clear back to Emmington, who finds Green. Green wins the ball again, but can't, and Callahan then wins the ball back, but the referee gives a foul instead and it's a free kick for Mulbarton. Goes. Emmington beats Enyadezo to the ball. So they can't regain possession and March happy to let it go out for a goal kick as they look to continue with this full momentum and hold on to their 2-goal lead or try to increase it themselves. In the last 7 minutes of this first half, Marchtown 2, Mulbarton Wanderers 0. Callahan, left-footed, down the left it goes towards Gillies. Smith under pressure, but he lets the ball run out of play. Burrows as well, chests it down into Gillies, tries to return it to Burrows, doesn't, but Callahan wins it back, left-footed, cleared back to Callahan, tries to find friend again, hacked away by Mulbarton. Headed, and the pressure Miller is from Enyadezo. Elson tries to clear it, doesn't, Miller can't either, but headed away by Garner. And Callahan, Martin win it, but Garner reads the play well. Looks for the runner, friend down the right hand side. But the wind takes it out of play. And it's just too far for friend.
Yeah. Cover me then. Winner Greeny! Second. Garner. Looking for
for a teammate, finds friend in a few yards of space, gets his head down, looking for the left side of ball into Brumby, inside the penalty box. It's Adam Brumby. Defended well there by Fancett, I think. And it's another corner for March on this left-hand side. And it's Emmington once again to take it. March look for a third goal, perhaps a killer goal in this game. March prepared the run in towards the near post. In it comes from Emmington, but he goes back post this time to Burrows. Corner head straight out of play. Goal kick.
Who's down? Judge!
Brumby, under pressure from Enyedezo, but he wins a throw in for March. Now here's Enyedezo, tries to beat Emmington for pace, he does so on this occasion. Emmington shoulder to shoulder with the striker, but he outmuscles it, no free kick given. March retained possession. March look to come together on this left hand side as they look to launch another attack for an Elsom goal kick. More central this time, headed away by Page, only to Garner. Now Cowie. Looks like he's switched wings. Garner it is. Blocked by Beaumont. Mulbarton win it back, but before March can proceed, the referee gives a free kick in the visitors' favour. So it's Thompson to take. Looking for Enyedezo up against Garner. Garner wins the header. And it's back in to the mix. Now Green on to Burrows. Now out to Doggett. Cowie does well to block that clearance. And Burrows is there, but he's surrounded by two more Mulbarton shirts. Holding the ball up well. And winning the throw in. Played well so far, John Burrows.
Come on, free kick, yeah? Okay. Down for you, take it. Just give a free kick. Hold! You're joking your line. Give a free kick.
Miller, back to Elson. Looking for Friend up against Doggett. And the Mulbarton man wins it. Back into Burrows near the centre spot. He's fouled by Jones. And I believe Jones will be booked for that challenge. First yellow card of the afternoon, and it's awarded to Mulbarton's number 10, Ben Jones. Cynical foul, really. March look to counter, take advantage of that as we head into the closing stages of this first half. Marchtown 2, Mulbarton Wanderers 0.
Cowie in here seconds.
Into Emmington, lofted towards the run of Gillies, headed on to Gillies' shoulder. The linesman puts his flag up and it's in Mulbarton's possession anyway. Hacked away to Emmington. On to Green, then Cowie. Mulbarton wins back. Danny Self towards Enyadezo up against Miller. Miller looks to hold off him, but it only goes out for a goal kick. Mulbarton, very much frustrated outfit here, willing to get into half time, still 2 goals down, so that might change. Indeed it doesn't, as the half time whistle blows, and there's a pleasing half for Marchtown, acknowledged by the home supporters here. A half that has seen March come out of the blocks very quickly against the top 4 side. First goal coming after a Danny Emmington throw in, headed out to the feet of Sam Green. His shot cannoned off the post for Jack Friend. Fortunately for Friend, who headed in top corner to make it 1-0. Green was once again involved on the right hand side, turning his opponent very comfortably and skillfully, in fact, to cross onto the head of Gillies, who headed in past a helpless Scott Thompson to make it 2-0 to March. Against the Mulbarton side that have been very much frustrated and haven't been able to get into their groove. But at the break, it's Marchtown 2, Mulbarton Wanderers 0.